Today, we are talking about creating one culture for every generation in the workforce.
Generations are nothing more than groups of people bracketed by certain years that share common experiences. Those experiences can be world events, national events, regional events, local events, and parenting styles. All those things shape generations, as does technology. Changing your consciousness is an act of will. If we are going to successfully integrate every generation in the workforce, we must be able to meet every generation where they are, and particularly this one.
He provided something that wasn't just by a textbook.
It digs into a lot of stuff that you don't think about daily.
It's going to change the way we run our business.
So the two things I want you to remember about boomers, number one is money, number two is time. These are the things that define boomers. If I can't see you at work doing work, then you must not be working. That is a classic boomer belief, and if you are a boomer who holds on too tight to that belief, I urge you flexibility. Why? Because if you hold on too tight to that belief, you're not only rubbing Gen Ys wrong, you've been rubbing Gen X wrong, so you're 2 generations behind here.
We're the ones that have to adjust, because millennials are, millennials.
Xers came into the workforce and they said to their boomer colleague supervisors, yeah, all that stuff you guys got is nice, but we don't want so much of it. We don't need so much of it. We want to work to live, not live to work. We want work-life balance, which means we want to enjoy our lives now, not just when we're 65. So we will separate and hold with equal priority our work lives and our personal lives.
I just learned a ton that really is going to impact our business. I came away from that and we started doing some different things immediately.
We have Gen Xers at our workplace, and I guess we have some Gen Ys, but I really didn't know much about either of them. But what he had to say about Gen Ys really got my attention.
This is the generation, if they're 24, 25, that means they are just now entering their prime spending years between now and the time they're 50. So for the next 15 to 25 years, this is the generation that is not only going to be our employees, these are going to be our customers. If we are going to work successfully with this generation, we must see them as they are, not as we would like them to be, and we must be able to meet them where they are.
I can't tell you the number of Gen Ys I've had come up to me and say, I would rather drive a 10-year-old Toyota and be able to go out to a nice restaurant with friends than drive a late model Lexus. The material things that were so important to boomers are much less important to this generation.
Relationships means they do come to work to make friends, period. Which means they simply will not stay where they are not engaged. And I'm not talking about months to years. I'm talking about days to weeks.
After listening to him speak, I find myself at maybe driving home, and something that he said during his presentation resonates with me and comes back and really starts making me think.
You change the environment and the behavior follows.
They want everything they do to have cause, meaning, significance, big picture, purpose. Which means it is incumbent upon us to drive our cause down to even entry-level positions.
You know, what's neat about him, he's very informative and he's entertaining at the same time. It's a really rare combination, but it keeps me engaged.
I am not suggesting you go drinking with them. They will drink you under the table. Change is inevitable, struggle is optional. Change is inevitable, struggle is optional means these are changes that are upon us today. That's why the future starts today.
He was incredibly insightful.
It's outstanding.
Full of energy.
It's fantastic.
I thought it was very impressive.
Thanks to him, I can even talk to my grandkids a lot better because I'm beginning to understand where they're coming from.